looking forward to this since before we came to Korea. It's gonna be fun, hopefully. Hey guys, and welcome back to Someone to Seoul. This episode is very special to me because Off-Route Fest really changed my life and it changed my experience in Korea. And from this point onwards, my life in Korea got so much more interesting in every aspect, especially professionally, but we'll get to that later. So the day before Off-Route Fest, I actually met this DJ, and it turns out that he was invited to go play at the festival. So you'll see him later on in the vlog. Well, vlog that's more like a story time, because I really want whoever's watching this to understand that being at the right place at the right time is such a thing. And when you're ready in life and when you're prepared for something, like you might not even know what it is, but you're just prepared and you take a risk to do something or go somewhere like I did, everything will fall into place. See, I was prepared and I went to Korea and I knew my stuff, and long story short, I came out with a lot of good experiences and a lot of hope for the future. But yeah, I met this DJ and he was going to be working at Off-Route. So that day, the day before the festival, he invited me and my friends to go to Arena to meet up with him. So he was with AOMG because he was Gashi's stage DJ. And they had a table at Arena. So that was the first time I actually went to Arena. And if you've seen my clubbing guide, I talk a little bit about that, but not too in depth. So I went to Arena. I met Cone, who's the DJ Cone in his Instagram. I got to meet Vic Mensa, and I didn't realize it was Vic Mensa at the time. And I actually love a Justine Skye song where he's the rapper. And I also met Jarv D, who's really cool, and you guys should follow him too. His logo and Gray are performing on the other stage.
Like, how are you gonna have them start? How are you gonna start playing all your bops? How are you gonna start performing all of your bops? See, we gotta leave.
I just want to give you like little insights of what it was like being there, like my actual talking while I was there. But anyway, the bigger story is more important. So I met all these people and, it was really nice and whatever. But Siomari and I were very tired, so we left. We went home. But Cone had texted me and he was telling me that the after party for Off-Route was going to be at Arena. So he was like, yo, hit me up. Like, you should go. You and your friend should go. So, yeah, just let me know if you go and whatever. So after the festival, we did go to Arena. But I went only with Niseba because Siomari was tired. So yeah, Niseba and I went to Shinsa Station, which is where Arena is at. So we went there. We found this little Chinese Korean place to go eat, and it was bomb. We love that place, and Siomari and I actually went there several times after this. And about like at 12:30ish, we went to Arena. We were so terrified of not being let in, but I don't know, we were. So point blank, we got into the club. We did have to pay this time. So we had to pay like 20,000. But we got in, and no one had arrived yet or anything. But one of the guys I had met the night before who worked for AOMG, I think his name was Jin Young or something, he was there, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just waiting for the camera crew and everyone to get here. So I was like, oh, okay, dope. So at about like 1 a.m, everyone arrived. It was like Jarv, Vic, Jay Park, Woody Goldchild, Sick K. I remember there's this YouTuber, her name's Rocky. I follow her on her channel because her videos helped me out before going to Korea. And she was there, and just a bunch of like AOMG people were there. So unfortunately, Cone wasn't there, and I found out later that like him and Gashi, they didn't have like a ride to go to the club apparently, so they didn't go. But my crazy ass insisted to the guard. I was like, yo, hey, I know Jingyeon, can I just go in real quick? I'm looking for my friend, like, Cone, whatever, blah, blah. So, like, I just insisted to the guard, like, 7 times until eventually he just let me in. So I go in and like, holy shit, I was just like, what? I'm in the VIP, like, but you know, acting chill like a professional because I want to work with these people, like entertainment in general. That's my niche, that's my zone. So I go there and the first person I see is Jarv. And like, we make eye contact, he waves at me, I wave at him, and I head to him. And I'm like, hey Jarv, like I'm looking for Cone.
J Park! What's good, what's good? Yeah. I'm a huge fan of J Park. I'm so happy to be here. When I say thank you, say you, thank you, thank you. Yo, thank you for having me, J Park.
You're the best. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. 여러분. 여기 개씨라고 합니다. 개씨. 되게 공연 너무 잘하지 않아요? 잘생겼죠?
What he say?
They love you, bro. They love you.
Yeah!
They said you sexy.
Yo, that was the first time I saw Jay. Like, he was not supposed to be on stage, but he came out, they invited him, so that was symbolic that the first time I saw Jay Park was thanks to Cone and Gashi. So anyway, I was talking to Jarv at the club at the VIP section arena, and I remember Rocky was there too, and I told her like that I saw her videos and whatnot, and that I was supportive of her like music because she has a really good voice. So eventually this dude comes up behind Rocky, and it was Jay, and my mind was like, this is your moment. Not to propose, but to, you know, say something, because Jay Park is one of the first artists, like Korean or Korean American artists, in his case, that I really started following, and I really loved his music. And I actually, in my first production class, I showed one of his music videos as reference of something that I would like to do. And I was judged so hard by my professor and by some of my classmates. And it was crazy that like a year and a half later, I think it was, I saw him in person. Not only that, but I got to meet him at the club. So I just said to Jay, like, he looked at me for a second. I was like, yo, I love your music. And he was like, thank you. And so he asked me where I was from, and I told him I was from Puerto Rico, and I was a really big fan of his music. So he just thanked me. And I remember I talked to Jarv a little bit, like, because he brought up that I was Puerto Rican or something of the sorts that Jay had. That's why Jay asked me. But it was just really cool, and I'm so happy that I got to tell one of my favorite artists that I really like their music. You know, I wish I could have said a little bit more, like, been like, oh, hey, I went to the festival, you did great or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. It was a great experience, and it led to things later on, which you'll find out on the next Juan to Seoul.
Hey, we went too high music, green ambition, indigo, big mental, gashi, 8-ball town, workmanship, alter ego, holy bang, 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 break the screw.
False alarm, we're not done yet. I just remembered something that's pivotal because of the name of this series. Juan to Seoul is named the way it is because of Seattle to Seoul, which, if you're familiar with Jay Park, is his tag because he's from Seattle. So when I first met Jarv the first night at Arena, I told him about Juan to Seoul because Jarv is also from Seattle. So I think when Jay and I interacted, that was what Jarv had said. So if I remember correctly, that's why Jay asked me where I was from. So yeah, it's just a really full circle thing. I'm so happy it happened. Like it has inspired me a lot, and he's a great businessman. So, you know, he's a role model in that aspect. But also, like, part of me is really sad that I didn't get a picture, but really happy that I didn't. Because I feel like if I had asked for a picture, like, we wouldn't have even spoken. It would just be like, I'm a fan, can I have a picture? And we actually just got to have this little tiny moment as people and someone letting know the other person that you appreciate what they do. So yeah, just food for thought. So now I'm done. See you next time. Goodbye. From me, Angelita.